Hey everyone, my name is Christy. Welcome to my corner. Thanks for joining me today for Flossmas number 6. This is a daily video series throughout the month of December where I'm exploring cross stitch and opening tiny presents from an advent calendar by Forbidden Fiber Co. and just showing you what I'm doing, basically. Today's my mocha mug. You know, I have 4 or 5 of them, so you're going to be seeing this one a lot. I want to welcome my new friends and welcome back all my returning friends. If you're not following me on Instagram and you want to see what I'm up to during the day, including my crafting during the day, you can find me in 2 places. They're right here, Dr_Christy and the Spoolery. And if you are interested in seeing the stuff that I'm doing, I hope that you'll subscribe and stick around. So let's get started. I'm hoping this one will be a short one. I actually have to be in the office at a particular time, which sucks after the semester. But my student worker needs hours, so I will do that. It is day 6 of the Forbidden Fiber Co. Advent Calendar, which is Polar Express themed. And the even days mean that it's a skein of floss and a pattern piece. And I've already guessed what the pattern is, so we'll see what colors are in the pattern. It is definitely, well, I'm 99% sure it's a front of a train. But the color for today, the color for today is Caboose, which almost matches my lips. It's a bit of a bluey red, whereas my lips are more of an orangey red. But very pretty. It's a very pretty red. Very pretty. So let's see what the pattern has to say. This red is on the steam section of the train, and the grill of the train, like the pointy bit that like pushes cattle out of the way. So that's the pattern, and I'm going to put all of this in my gift from yesterday, which is the bag. I'm not going to put the pattern in here because I'm not stitching along. So I'm just going to put the floss in here so I don't lose it. That can go in there for tomorrow. Well, for when I use it. And I am planning on doing a floss tube this weekend, sort of a longer wrap-up video for folks who, like, you know, don't want to see this mug every day or this mug every day. I cracked myself up and it's such a dad joke. The point, of course, was that I'm putting them all in there so that way I can share them with people who don't want to watch daily videos of mine. I only worked on one thing yesterday, and that was my Advent project, which was organic stitching on a floral fabric, because I didn't have a ton of grading. I had a ton of problem grading. I had some plagiarism issues, and I'm really unhappy about it. So meeting with those students today, that's not going to be fun, but it just takes so much time. Like, I'm literally spending more time like on their papers than they did, which is annoying. So all I had time to do was my Advent, which was stitching on a floral fabric. Now, this I would consider my experiment portion of the Advent was a success and a failure. So the success was that I really loved the process, and I think that it is a very fun and soothing process, and I'm definitely taking this project with me when I travel. The fail was that I only used 1 strand instead of 2 or 3, so it's very fine. So that's what I did. I made this cool kind of like organic-y, and then I did some lines over here, some swirls, and I love how they turned out. The fact that it's hard to see because I went subtle tells me I need at least 2 strands, possibly even 3 strands instead of the 1 strand. So there is what I did yesterday. That took about an hour. I used all sorts of different stitches. I used a blanket stitch. I used French knots and straight stitches, a running stitch, a back stitch, and seat stitch. Oh, and Lazy Daisy. I just enjoyed the stitch. So I'm going to rip this out probably today. Maybe not today, but I'll rip this out. I'll put this back in its bag. It's living in a project bag. So I can rip it out I can put it in the project bag, put it next to my stitchy chair, rip it out when I have a minute, and start over with more than one strand. The colors I'm using, I tried, like I said, to be subtle. I'm using overdyes, and I will show you what I have. I'm just, you know, using from stash. That's the point of this, is to use from stash. So I am using Coloring Cotton Flaxen, Coloring Cotton Papaya, Forbidden Fiber Co. English Rose, Coloring Cotton Maple Syrup, and Coloring Cotton Mulberry. I belong to the Coloring Cotton monthly floss club for a while, so I have a lot of Coloring Cotton. So that is, oh, and I think the mulberry is from my advent calendar from last year from Forbidden Fiber Co. So that's what I did yesterday. Not super exciting, but I think good. A good start. A good experiment. Experiments can't always succeed even if you want them to. So that leaves us to choose our project for today from the jar of possibilities. And we have a winner. I don't edit this part because I don't want you to think that I'm like picking and choosing, that it is actually random, but it is so difficult for me to get the lid off on this stupid jar. It's a little bit ridiculous. All right. Ooh, work on my Bayou scarf. So I started a Bayou tapestry scarf. Okay, so the Bayou tapestry is a medieval embroidery, and I think I talked extensively about it in like my second or third floss tube. I'll post a link to that up here. And I took little characters from this, and I was planning on putting it on a scarf that I could then wear to conferences, and like my nerd cred would be like through the roof. Let me get it for you and I'll show you. It's in a project bag, which means that I planned on working on it again. It is just a linen scarf that I made. It's a nice thin linen scarf. And I'm putting little on the ends. I'm putting little archers. There are a series of archers that march along the bottom of a part of the Bayou tapestry. And so I'm putting them, 8 of them, 4 on each side on the bottom here. And my bird's back. And a plane. We live right by an Air Force base. So here are my colors. That's all set up. And my wrapped hoop. And my scissors and my needle minder are all in this project bag. So it looks like all I need to do is just trace it onto my fabric and then start stitching. It's all set up for me. That's super fun. I expect I'll only be able to get 1, maybe 2 of the archers done by tomorrow, but it'll at least like get it back on my radar, and I might take that with me too on my trip. That would be really fun. I might take my needle felting too. I might just take all of my Experimadvent stitching with me on my trip to see my family. Okay, not all of it, but it seems like I'm taking a lot of it. All right, last but not least is the giveaway. So today is an even day, which means that we're going to give away a tiny little Christmas tree. So this is it's showing up bluer. It's definitely like a teal Christmas tree. It is not the color of my wall. And it just has a tiny spool with a little jute. You know, it's the sister to the other Christmas tree a couple days ago. So if you would like to win this little green Christmas tree, please say thread in the comments down below. You must be 18. Please be a subscriber. Please like the video. Don't say giveaway, yada, yada, yada. If it gets lost, it has no monetary value. And I'll be doing the drawing for this after Christmas to give people time to enter if they want like a forest of trees, and also to avoid the Christmas mailing rush. And so just put thread in the comments down below. I think that's it from me. I want to thank you once again for joining me in the morning to have coffee with me. and to see the work that I'm doing. Oh, I did get some cool purchases, but I do have to go. And I want to like give them time. So I may save them for my floss tube that I'm doing this weekend, my longer video this weekend, because I'm so excited. So I might even just save them until Thursday when I don't have to be at the office. So excited about one of my purchases. So excited. I hope that you will tune in for that. And I will see you tomorrow. So please take good care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.